Hi everyone, my name is Heather. I hope you guys are all having a great week this week. Today is Friday at the time that I'm recording this, so I am so glad it's the weekend and I'm really looking forward to it. So I am going to be creating some little paper bundles or just little ephemera bundles that you can put with your journals. I was thinking it would be really nice to create this little bundle and then add just a simple writing journal and gift it to somebody. As you can see, I'm in the mood for blue. I have all my blue florals out in front of me, and I was just really wanting to create something blue. I've been wanting to make a blue and white journal for a while, and I just haven't gotten to it. So in front of me, I have this embossed paper, and I know I'm going to get questions about that embossing folder. I know it's retired. I can't remember the name of it, and it is different than the Tim Holtz die cut. It's a different thing. This is an actual embossing folder, so I will try to locate it and put it in the description box, but I do know you can't buy it anymore. So just wanted to say that because I always get comments about that. So anyways, I'm taking that embossed piece of paper and I want to create like almost like a little envelope with it. So I'm going to glue it to this vintage ledger behind, and then I'm going to end up folding that together. So I'm using this vintage ledger in the back, but you can definitely use printables or even book pages would be really nice. Any kind of paper that you want to glue it to, just to give it a little bit more support. And I do have those, I'll show you more of those papers later in this video, but I have a digital kit with all of my favorite fancy ledgers, and that ledger that I'm using is in that kit as a digital. So if you wanted to recreate it, also the blue script is also in a digital kit. So I'll make sure I list all of the kits that I use in this video in the description box below. I am out of my Fabri-Tac glue and I'm using this other glue that my mom gave me, and I can't seem to get it to work right. So just bear with me on my glue tip keeps falling off. I don't know where the top is, and I'm not used to using anything but Fabri-Tac. I always use that glue. So I need to go to the store today and get some more. So I'm just trying to work out where I want it to fold. So I really want that embossed section to be the front of this sort of envelope. These little tie envelopes are probably one of my favorite things to make for journals. I think I have a couple different variations of these in other videos, and I always seem to make these. They're just fun and easy, and you just basically take a piece of paper, fold it, and make some type of closure with it, and you have a little envelope. I'm going to use this gold polka dotted tissue paper on the back of this envelope. I'm just going to cut a strip of it and use it almost like a washi tape. So I love my gold polka dotted washi tape. I use it on everything. So you can get the same look as that with using tissue paper, and it just gives a little bit of shimmer to your project. I think that looks so pretty. I think I may have bought that at Michael's craft store. One of my favorite things about this envelope is I decided to use this wax seal as my closure. So I'm just using a brad. I'm sticking it through the wax seal, which is kind of easy to do because it's wax, and then just attaching it to the right side of the back of the envelope. And then I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape on the back side of it just to strengthen it a little bit, and then it can be the closure to wrap the string around. I I wanted to tell you guys that I added a playlist to my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you look at the different tabs, there's a tab that says playlists, and you can go there and see all of the design team projects for my digitals, the Ruby and Pearl design team girls. They are all amazing. There's over 100 videos in that playlist, and I loved making that playlist and going back and seeing everybody's projects. So please check all of them out and give them a follow. Every Tuesday, one of the ladies shares a project and we call it Ruby Tuesday. And yeah, so if you're not familiar, please check out all of the design team girls. They are all so wonderful. So that's how the envelope turned out. I love how it looks. I think it's so pretty. I love the blue and the gold and the creams together. So, so pretty. So now I'm just making a big tag to go with this little bundle, and for some reason my video cut out whenever I was creating the tag. So here I'm just adding the top closure, but basically just wanted to use that pretty blue vintage wallpaper printable. So now I'm just making a very simple little folder to put some tags and things in, and I'm using this gorgeous vintage ledger. It's just one of my favorite old ledgers that I have. I have a whole ledger book filled with this ledger paper, and I just love it so much. It's my favorite. So I'm going to, you can embellish this part as much as you want, but I'm keeping it really simple because I just wanted the ledger paper to show. I didn't really want to cover it up too much. This ledger is also in one of my printable kits with all the other fancy ledgers, and I'm about to show you that here in a minute. So here are some of the papers that are in the Fancy Ledgers kit. This is just a few of them. There's a whole kit filled with beautiful ledgers. So if you don't have any old ledgers, you can definitely just print some out and maybe print on the front and the back. So that way, whenever you're creating these projects, you can just use it as a ledger. Forgot that one. It is so pretty too. So now I'm just adding eyelets to the sides of the folder, and that way I can put a ribbon through to tie it closed. So I'm just using my glue stick to close up the pocket on the bottom, but I probably should be using Fabri-Tac for that, but I'll probably go back in and redo it whenever I get my glue. So now I'm just creating a postcard to put inside of that folder using that really pretty blue floral. I love that so much. So now I'm just going to fill up the folder with all of my different papers and tags, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I will see you again next time.